So? Tell us a story.
Okay. All right. So today we didn't really get a whole lot done as far as.
No, we got huge things done.
We got a lot done.
No, big things. Life-changing things.
I feel like these vlogs are like a way that we show people how productive we are. I feel like I'm trying to compensate for maybe working from home. I don't know. I always feel like I have to justify it. Like show people that I am actually working. I just don't sit around and play on the internet all day.
Or he does.
Well, some days, but anyways, we were playing around on the internet today.
I was this morning, and I found a piece of property.
We've been looking for property for a long time to build on.
A year. A whole entire year.
Probably even more than that.
Well,
But
anyway.
This is like, we're looking for property to build our dream house on.
Acreage plus high-speed internet.
Yeah. So
which does not happen
that was like
frequently.
That's a requirement for me. Has been high-speed internet. We don't actually have high-speed internet here. Like, and when I say high-speed, I mean like cable.
We don't need to get into the whole story of our internet.
Okay.
It's probably not legal. That's why we don't need to talk about it. Anyway, back to the whole plan. High-speed internet and acreage don't really go hand in hand around here.
Yeah.
So.
And it's been like for the longest time we've been looking for stuff, and it's like we've stumbled across a few lots that were close to being what we wanted.
But they don't have internet.
Well,
and they just weren't
do
perfect.
have internet, and it's not, it's one of those things.
I think we're making this really lengthy. Go.
Well, for this, it's one of those things where we know it's happened with our last house and so on and so forth, but when we find something that
is perfect.
It
happens.
Is for us, like, we know it. We pretty much know it right away.
Long story short, we found this piece of property this morning. We drove to it after we dropped Braden off at school.
It's for sale by owner.
For sale by owner. The second we pulled into this lot, I immediately knew. Like, I knew it was like, this is it. I can picture my house here. I can picture our garage here. I just knew. So we went to the gym, called the guy, went to the gym. He called us back. We went out there again. After lunch, we walked the whole property, and it's gorgeous. And then we called the guy. We met him out there. We made him an offer. We had some beer at a pizza place, and we signed a contract all in one day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sums up our life today, which is so cool. You don't even know. We've looked for property for a year.
Well,
Feels like
and I think it's good.
We're settling.
Yeah, well, not only that, but I think it's good to have something to like look forward to. Like for the longest time, right now
we're like in this limbo space.
We're living in her parents' house.
Yeah.
And we're
you just like don't know what you're gonna do next. Like where are you gonna be? What town are you gonna live in? We have no idea. And now it's like we have a spot. Our kid is in school, and like we have a place we're gonna like put our roots down, and that's all I've ever wanted is to like feel like we have a place. So now we do, kind of. I mean, we have a lot. We don't have a house. We gotta look for house plans. I think we're gonna do that tonight.
That could be.
That's gonna be a rough one.
Could be.
And the reason it's gonna be rough.
I can see a little bit of headbutting there.
We're both very opinionated on our houses and our house ideas. So I'm thinking smaller and nicer. I feel like he's thinking like massive. I don't want a big house.
No, I don't know.
I just want like
I don't want big. I just want.
I think
everything.
Our last house, I felt like was a little bit too big.
Yeah. Well,
it was like what? It was 4,300 square feet. It was a little bit.
I feel like
big.
basements shouldn't really count, right?
No, basements count because you gotta clean them. Anything that you have to clean counts as square footage. Okay. So I'm good with like, I don't even know, definitely under 4,000 square feet. I am good with. Then this kid, he pulls up a house plan. 6,000 square feet. No. Not happening.
Well,
unless you're gonna like hire a maid and you're gonna like get rich overnight.
She's really blowing this out of proportion. It's only like it was like 2,300 square feet
upstairs
for the main level, but then it had a basement, so you basically double the square footage. Now, granted, you don't have to finish the basement right away, but the basement had like cool stuff in it. It was like another little bar area, theater, another living room.
A bowling alley.
No, it did not have a bowling alley.
But I feel like that's the route he's headed. I'm just trying to like keep our dreams realistic around here.
You wanted an indoor pool.
Well, I like to swim. But I realized
she's being realistic.
No, I realize now that I have a gym membership that has a pool, I don't really need an indoor pool myself. Plus, I'd rather not. I don't know.
Anyways,
it would be nice, but we're not made of money, so let's face that fact. We're not gonna have an indoor pool.
But we like
or a bowling
dream.
alley.
We like to.
You can dream. Yeah, like if I won the lotto, I might put an indoor pool in. But that's not gonna happen. So we're not gonna put an indoor pool in.
So the lot is well.
The lot's 5 acres.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. It has hills and like, so you drive back in the driveway.
Here, let's just go ahead and show them.
Okay. So big news as of today. As of like
well
20 minutes ago.
I don't know if we should get ahead of ourselves.
We're not ahead of ourselves, but we signed a contract on a piece of property and we're so excited. I'm so excited. I love it so much. We're pulling into it right now to look at it for like the 5th time today.
What we've done all day.
This is all we've done all day, I swear. It's just like admire this piece of property and just hope that we got it.
So we're just turning into the driveway.
Hold on, let me turn around. We're pulling into the driveway. Look at this. Driveway, nice and wooded. It's so private. Oh, I love it. You don't even know. I love this piece of property so much. It's hilly.
The sunset is kind of out back.
Well, like right now. Okay, it's hilly. Is my dad out here?
No.
What's wrong with him? It's hilly. It's gorgeous. We're gonna have a house with a walkout basement. Over here is gonna be our workshop. And it's so pretty out here. You don't even know. I love it so much. Do you love it? Do you love it? How much?
I do love it.
Do you love it as much as I love it? Okay, we're gonna go walk the property with the kids right now, just for fun. So,
I got boo-boo.
and she has a boo-boo on her finger. How did you get it? Why don't you tell us?
So I broke a glass and it fell.
She broke a glass.
She broke a glass and it went everywhere in the garage.
Brayden, you want to walk around?
Okay, let's go look. How pumped are you guys about this lot? Pretty pumped.
So I'm not sure how windy this is and if you guys can actually hear any of this, but this is the driveway that comes up from the road, and then there's like a little embankment here. That is where we're thinking the workshop will go, and then the house will go right up on that ridge right there, and we'll have a walkout basement on the back side, and hopefully this side right here, like a two-sided walkout basement. So, and then this side, there's a big ridge up here that shields us from those neighbors. And the guy that owned this lot planted all these pine trees a long time ago to shield us from those neighbors. So it's a very private and secluded lot. It's actually on a dirt road, but the road actually has, or this location actually has gas and high-speed internet. So, but it's like the last of the houses to actually have that. So this is a very cool, unique lot, and it seemed like it's just got to be the right one. Here's the view as you come down the end of the driveway. This is where the workshop would go, back in here. The house back in there. And this is the view down the driveway. So you can't even really see the property, so it really goes around back in there and then opens up back at the end. And in the springtime, when all this fills out, you won't be able to see anything. So this is the dirt road from the driveway. That's the nearest paved road right at the end there. And then this is all dirt road.
Okay. Do 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 do. Do you have to do that? Like pretending you have a video? Okay. Let's keep going. Anyway, so as you saw, the lot has like this long driveway that's already in place with woods all around
The
it.
house really sits far back off the road. It's very private.
We're not gonna have much of a backyard, but I feel like we've discovered we're not really backyard people. We're more like garage, like Oh, and we spend a lot of time in the workshop,
Yeah.
and like our kids play in the driveway and stuff. Like they ride their bikes. So like I feel like most of the time we're in the front of our house for some weird reason.
Yeah.
Like front yard people. Even at our old house, front yard people. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway,
Because
we're-
it's paved and the kids can do stuff.
yeah,
out
we're
there.
just front yard kind of people, and this is like the perfect front yard house.
Well, and it's cool because there's not a whole lot of wooded area, but
there is.
there's enough for the kids to be able to.
There's, like,
if they
little
had
trails
four-wheelers,
back
there's
in
a
the
place to
wood.
ride, stuff like
Oh,
that.
and we learned tonight from the people who own the property that it's morel mushroom magic.
Yeah,
yeah.
if you guys are not from up here, you probably don't.
I didn't know about it either until like this
Yeah.
last year, like, and I grew up here. But morel mushrooms are amazing. Like,
Yeah.
not like
They're
drugs,
wild.
psychedelic mushrooms. Like eating regular.
They're wild, yeah. They're,
They're
wild
very good.
mushrooms, and they come up for a very short, like a month or two, right?
Yeah,
Just
and
like
we
a couple
deep
months.
fried them, which is fantastic.
When you can deep fry anything, it's gonna taste good.
Well, but the mushrooms
They
deep
were-
fried were fantastic.
They were pretty amazing, but these mushrooms
lot-
just look like crazy. Anyway,
Yeah, and they said the lot is like a gold mine. And you don't understand because this last year, I would make him drive to like random pieces of property and
State
just state land, yeah, and search for mushrooms. Like a weird freak looking for mushrooms in the woods. But it was so fun. And then we come to find out that this property is like a gold mine for him. And the guy even carved like a little morel mushroom out of a stump because these mushrooms grow like crazy by the stump. And I was like, this guy gets me.
and so
This
the
property was meant for us.
site's cool. The biggest I think things are it's got cable, which is high speed internet, and it's also got
Natural gas,
natural gas.
gas stove, yeah,
so
happening.
all that is
Big.
Very
Hills, it has
big,
hills,
yeah.
it has woods, it has a little pond out front. We can make a little pond for the kids to ice skate.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got everything we ever wanted. Like it really does. It was meant to be for us.
Yeah.
Apple trees. It has apple trees, guys.
and
Apple
it's
trees.
supposedly a very good spot for deer hunting.
Which
so,
my dad is very excited about. So
yeah.
it's everything. It's
More meat
exactly
for the
what we
freezer.
wanted.
Yeah, so that is our vlog for today.
It's our big news for the
Yeah.
day.
I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we are looking forward to all that this entails. You know, you'll be following along with us as far as getting a house plan together.
Picking the house plan, which will be fun.
Yeah, and all that goes along with that. I mean, through the whole process. So I think this is going to be really fun and cool to be able to document this like we've done, like we're doing with the house that we're flipping. But I think building our own house will be even
It'll be different. It will-
interesting.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like we poured a lot of our hearts into the flip house,
Yeah,
but this house will have even more,
we've got a little experience now.
kind of. Yeah, we do. I mean,
And we're ready to tackle a little bit bigger project. But the cool thing is, it's like you're starting from scratch.
yeah, I feel like
Got
flipping a
blank
house
slate.
is harder because you have to deal with the unexpected of this wall is crooked.
Yeah.
This wall is bent.
Well, you might have to deal with that when you're
The
building it.
ceiling is not even at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had to
New construction, I feel like, might be a little bit
little.
easier.
I feel like it'll be easier too. You're not tearing something down and then
Yeah.
starting over.
But we're going to be doing, as always, we're going to be doing a lot of it ourselves, from like the excavation,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of it. We're going to try and do as much as we can of it ourselves, and try and pick and choose and see what things may be a good return on investment for doing it ourselves versus hiring it out.
We will not be doing drywall. That's one thing I know for sure. We're
Yeah.
going to hire that
I
one
don't
out.
like drywall.
It's like an art form. I'm not that patient
Yeah.
or good at. Also, not very good at.
But we know
painting.
somebody who is.
Yeah, we do. And he's really nice, and he's helped us with our flip house. So he's a really nice guy. We're lucky
right.
to have found him.
We don't want to drag this out, though. Thank you,
Yes, we
guys.
did it already.
We are excited to see how this turns out, and I hope you are too. Follow along. We got a lot of good things in the pipelines. Take care, and
Good
we'll
things in the pipelines.
see you
You heard 'em.
tomorrow.